Shut up and sit down.
Needless to say, I had to throw those underwear.
We can't say twat more than 10 times.
Twat, 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 twat.
Go to hell. And you get to be the dictator. You get to be a dictator. You get a dictator.
That
I
fucking
know you do.
egg-sucking piece of shit.
No, or when you're interrupting, you bastard.
Wow.
We're gonna fight. We are gonna fight. I mean, if you think shooting a cat is violence,
This is my last podcast with CriticalMass. What do you think, Dan? Do we have a good time?
No. Welcome to Season 2 Critical Mass. Let's just dive right into vocab.
Vocab. We're going to dive into the vocab. Let's do it. Welcome back, everyone.
Rockness.
Yes.
This show is going to be elevated. We're going to learn vocabulary.
Vocabulary. I'm so excited about it.
Okay.
I have a word today.
I know you have words.
I have lots of words.
But I want all the listeners out there to understand that this is not a lowbrow show. This is a very intellectual...
Very intellectual.
Conversation, mind-stimulating podcast. I want people to understand that we are, like... We're so smart.
We're the Bill Maher of podcasts.
We're way above that.
Really.
So let's just start off with some vocab.
Simple vocab. Go ahead.
Docking.
Docking. Well, how does Webster Merriam's dictionary define docking?
Well, I'm asking you. That's my test for you.
Docking.
Yes.
Docking, as defined by the Webster Merriam's dictionary. And remember, we're keeping this highbrow.
Yes.
Is when an uncircumcised man and a circumcised man meet one another.
No.
They touch tips, and this uncircumcised man
pulls
his
you've already
skin
fucked up the
over
bit. You fucked up the bit.
I fucked up the bit.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about how highbrow this was, and then I go incredibly lowbrow.
Which is what's funny about it is that people that listen know what docking is.
The fact of the matter is,
and that it's immature.
Well, I'm explaining it to the people.
And then you give me the definition.
You are ruining the show.
You're ruining it. You've already ruined it.
No one's going to listen to this.
You would say a truck backing up onto a loading dock.
I don't understand. So you're going to tell me the definition that I have a dictionary in front of me.
I know.
I'm reading it, and you want to do this. You know what? Here's my vocab word. Are you ready? It describes you, dingleberry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Dingleberry.
Dingleberry with your highbrow bullshit.
A dingleberry, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
Is a very small fruit that is able to survive the winter by dangling off of... Why are you laughing? By dangling off of... Dangling off of small, like, dead brush.
Okay. Well, now that most of our audience is asleep, I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
See, that's keeping it highbrow.
That's keeping it highbrow.
All right.
My God, you are out of your fucking mind. Speaking of highbrow today, we're going to be talking about men's fashion. We're going to be talking about pitbulls. But first and foremost, I think the most important thing is we're going to introduce our friend Dave here. Dave is the owner and proprietor of Genesee Beard Company. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Dave?
I'm good. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Thanks for coming in. Sorry you had to see that awkward argument in the beginning of the show. I mean, Dan, he's useless.
We're ironing out the details here. But I think the listeners should get a visual of what's happening here. There is currently a three-way war with beards in this room.
Yes, the beards in here.
Somebody's winning.
I can't even right now.
I don't know. I think yours is pretty close over there.
Thank you. But, I mean, yours is, it's glistening.
I know, it's probably sticking out from under the...
It is. I could see your eyes and your beard.
Well, the thing about Dave here is that his beard is clearly the longest, but Rockness can grow a beard in a week.
Yeah, I mean, I shaved yesterday.
Well, I'm not exaggerating. Like, if he shaves at 5 a.m., he will have a 5 o'clock shadow by noon.
And by 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
And if you seriously if you had a week to grow what you could,
yeah,
you would seriously, people would be like, oh my, how many months have you been growing that beard? I don't know, like a week.
Oh, yeah.
You grow beards fast.
I do grow beards fast.
I don't know. Obviously, it's genetic.
It is. Are we going to talk about my beard the whole time?
But I will ask.
I'm already getting bored.
will ask Dave what are some of the secrets of growing a beard?
Well, yeah, I want to get to all that, but can I?
No.
I have a question, and I want to get to that
The
question.
answer is no.
But Dave, Genesee Beard Company, beard oils, beard maintenance, all of that.
Beard urine.
My question to you is, let's start it here. Where the fuck did you come up with this idea? Please.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good story. I mean, it's not that good.
That's why you're here?
So I want to say about 2 years ago or so, I was sick. Couldn't figure out why. It was like 8 months going to the doctors. They didn't know what was going on. And just really weak, bad stuff. I grew out a beard, mostly because I was too lazy to shave. And once they diagnosed me, they found out I had Crohn's disease. And I was like, oh, something, they figured it out. I'm going to shave off, clean up my face. And I shaved off. And I realized I had a really ugly face under there. And I wanted to go back and grow it back out. But this time when I grew it out, I kind of wanted to take care of it and see what was out there.
Cool.
So I looked online and everything was just insanely overpriced. $25 for one bottle of oil. So I just started looking around to try and make it myself and tested it until I came up with something I liked and pretty much went from there.
Wow. So if I'm correct, please correct me if I'm wrong, which is rare. You wanted to create high quality, locally sourced, affordable
Yes.
beard maintenance.
Yes.
That sounds great to me.
And as much as I can, things are locally sourced. Like any T-shirts we do, they're all printed locally. For the wooden combs we actually buy the wood in Bristol, New York.
Wow.
Usually have it shipped over to the place that cuts the combs for us, but sometimes I actually drive out there, pick up the wood, and drive it myself over to Lima, New York. Lima,
you're right.
Lima, where they laser cut the combs for us, which is actually a pretty cool process. They laser cut them, and then they engrave our name into the combs.
Wow.
And then I take home a big box of walnut squares and hit them with a belt sander at home and sharpen everything up and hit them with oil to seal them.
Wow, that's honestly that's incredibly interesting. Like,
Yeah, it's really cool.
I didn't know that you went that deep into it. I mean,
Yeah,
wow.
because a lot of the other companies, if you look online, if you search for like a wooden beard comb, you'll see the exact same design. And I've seen it too. It's on Alibaba. They can order it online, and they just get them imported for, I don't know, 50 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Turn around and sell it for $12. But I don't want to do that. I wanted to keep everything local as possible and U.S. based.
That's also how much one of your beard combs go for.
I sell them, I believe, for $13.99.
$13.99, but you got locally sourced. You're actually doing this shit by hand. It sounds like.
Yep, and I designed the actual file they use for laser cutting it.
Wow.
Designed it.
Jesus Christ.
Have you thought about Shark Tank?
Ooh.
I have.
Don't do it. I'm going to tell you right now, those people are fucking scumbags.
If I were to do it, I wouldn't accept any offer. But the publicity from it, you really can't beat it.
That's true.
You're
That's true. Good
you're
point.
110% right, because those people literally fuck those people over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Every time.
And
I don't want you to get fucked over.
The publicity I'd receive from it would provide more than enough money to scale up. I mean, I've seen like case studies online where people that went on Shark Tank and they had like a real time stats of their website traffic. And
Don't they always like the websites just fucking crash?
Yeah, they go from like 50 visitors a day to like 50,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, if you're averaging like a 0.25% conversion ratio, from 50 to 50,000 is insane.
It's funny though, because thinking about that, I'm a customer now of Tipsy Elves, which is from Shark Tank. I was watching
I
Shark
didn't know
Tank. I
that.
saw Tipsy Elves, and I just went to their website, and now I'm part of their mailer, and I want to order their. They have a fanny pack that's also a 6-pack holster,
Oh, that's
and it
pretty
has
sweet.
like 3 cans and 3 can like holster, and then a fanny pack in the front, and it's 4th of July theme, which is great.
I kind of need
Funny,
that.
man.
Yeah, but
That's
I wanted
funny.
to wear it to the party this Tuesday. Are you going to that?
Yeah.
Are you going to that?
I am not. I didn't know there was a party, and now I kind of feel left out.
Well, let me ask this question, Dave.
Please do.
Why beards? Why has that become a phenomenon?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I really don't know. I mean, they've kind of grown in popularity in waves. You know, where it's usually there's periods of time where beards are popular, then they're not.
Yeah.
Or other forms of facial hair, mustaches had their time.
Yes, they did.
But right now, I mean, everyone kind of expected it to fall off after a year or so, but it's continuing to grow.
Yeah. I'll speak on behalf of the fat men out there. I think that it helps our jawline. Makes us look more manly.
Well, I have another chin under here.
Well, I think in general,
Right.
it makes you look more manly. I remember, I think I read something at one point that way back when, like maybe not caveman times, but maybe a little bit after that,
Sure.
men would grow out their beards because it just made them look more intimidating. It made them look like they had a longer jawline, a stronger jawline.
Right.
And the intimidation factor is...
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, well,
I
the
need
male
all the
ego
help I
is
can get.
the male ego is very fragile. So
we're
if we can
incredibly
intimidate
fragile.
people simply by what's on our face, then
Yeah,
we'll
I like
do
to
it.
look mean.
Yeah,
It's a good thing because I'm not mean.
Right.
I don't
No.
I probably have like 1 or 2 mean bones in my body, but...
right.
Maybe.
The one's hanging right between your fucking legs.
That bone is
The
mean.
meanest.
Yeah, I thought that's kind of interesting that within the last, I don't even know, 5-6 years, I've seen a real sort of explosion with beards.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge fashion statement
Right. And
now,
yeah.
but I mean,
but the motivation is what I find fascinating. So
For me, it's
on
laziness.
average,
Yeah, me too. I haven't trimmed this thing in 11 months.
Yeah.
it looks beautiful.
wow,
Thank you.
It's powerful.
You haven't even trimmed it in 11 months.
No, just the mustache because it winds up in my food all the time.
Same here.
And,
Mine goes right into my mouth. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, mine rolls right in there. But after a while of constantly pushing it to the sides and, I mean, I guess trimming it, it just more or less grows that way now.
It's a real struggle. It's my biggest fear.
My next question would be, so beard oil. That's
Yes.
obviously, I would say, and correct me again if I'm wrong, I would say that's like the flagship of your
Yes,
company.
absolutely.
Okay. So why not, why the oil? Why not like a butter? Why not like a coconut oil? Why not like a, because there's a big craze, coconut oil right now.
Yes.
Like why am I using the oil? Like what, like tell us and our listeners, like why,
By the way, I'm
Why is it so
wearing
important?
the oil right now.
are you really?
Yeah.
Me too.
I want to get some. I want to order
I'm
some.
wearing the Mountaineer.
We're having
Ooh.
we are having a sale right now. By the time this goes on, the sale will be over. But we are having a sale right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, well, God damn it. If you're listening
they
to this, the
cyclical?
sale is over.
The sale's cyclical?
Like, maybe in a month or so, will you do maybe another promotion, or what do you think?
Probably not until Memorial Day.
Okay.
That's the next one, right?
Or Labor Day.
Is it Labor Day the next
Is
one?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
I
September.
always
Yeah.
get them mixed up. I know it's probably terrible. I'm doing a 4th of July sale right now.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Do you support the troops?
Yes.
So, okay, so back to my question.
Back to
you
oil.
fucking piece of shit. Why
Why the oil?
oil? What's the point? Why do I care? Tell
So-
me why I care.
The biggest thing is actually kind of convincing someone that they need it because they've had beards for so long without the oil. And I was the same way.
Okay.
But it's really one of those things that once you actually use it, you realize like how much you needed it. I could never go back to not using oils in my beard. And the biggest thing is like a lot of people are turned off from growing a beard when they get to that point where it starts to itch.
Yeah.
And it's itching because your skin's dry.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And the big part of that is
Dandruff.
you get beard dandruff too, which is, I mean, no one wants that.
That's gross.
And your face gets itchy like that because your skin's getting dried out. And it's getting dried out because it doesn't produce a lot of oil itself. It produces enough oil to keep the skin itself lubricated and hydrated.
right.
But as soon as you add hair into it, hair just literally saps the oil away. And now you don't have enough oil for your skin or for the hair.
It's like having a Brillo pad on top of your face.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A very
Sucks that shit
attractive
out of
Brillo
there.
pad, but
Yeah.
Makes
Brillo pad
sense.
nonetheless. So adding those oils back in there, specifically, I mean, the blend we have, it has jojoba oil in it, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, and argan oil. And they're not just randomly selected, and it wasn't just copy and pasted off of, some
Yeah.
Google how to make beard oil.
How to make beard oil.
I mean, we really looked into oils that absorbed well, oils that would protect and coat the beard. I mean, I even looked at chemistry-wise of the size of the carbon atoms, the fatty, like the chains, everything like that, like to make sure
Wow.
that we covered like something that was like a C16, like large carbon atom, down to like C4. So we have like this whole range covered that you're really getting this full protection. There's cleansing abilities in some of the oils that we have. Vitamin E's in there that's supposed to aid growth.
Wow.
We'll never make a claim that our oil will make your beard hair grow, because it won't. It can help by making your skin and hair healthier, because a healthier face and the skin itself it's a better environment for hair to grow.
Right, so it's not a direct connection. It's more like an indirect, like, hey, if you do this, it's help this, and then, hey, you know what? This always happens when you do this.
That's one of the things I hate is there's so many companies out there that sell like beard growth oil or stuff like that, and they're just conning people. And
talk about snake oil. Yeah, thank you. I was just gonna say that
the amount of messages I get from people saying, "Will this make my beard grow?" How do I make it grow? How do I do this and that?
Be more of a man would be my answer.
Yeah. the big thing, it really is kind of. Wow. Because one of the big things is, I didn't mean it that way. Because one of the things that will boost facial hair growth is increased testosterone levels.
Okay.
And if you exercise, you can increase your testosterone level. A healthy diet will increase it.
So how the fuck are you growing a beard?
I'm literally testosterone completely driven. You have no idea.
No, I've seen the size of your balls. I know.
Not my balls. My balls are very small. My schwanz, on the other hand. Jesus
my
Christ. Dave, you feel that tickle on your knee right now? Mm-hmm. That's my cock.
I'm pretty far away from you, too.
Yeah, that's right. It's like he's like 6 feet away.
Well,
you're welcome, America.
So when I'm making out with Rockness and our beards are like getting entangled together.
Yes.
That was one time.
Why are you going to ruin it? The listeners want to know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm giving them a little taste.
There could be a second time.
They should know we're gay.
So when our beards touch...
But there's nothing wrong with being gay. That's...
let me ask the women listeners out there, go ahead and write us, because I know there's one of you.
One.
I don't even know that for sure. Probably not.
Two. Two.
Do you prefer kissing a man completely shorn, to use your word, Rockness?
Shorn.
Or bearded?
I can't really speak for them, but I'm assuming that a shaved face probably feels better for the most part.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to shave for that reason. And I know plenty of guys won't. And if they use beard oil, your beard is going to be softer.
Softer, smoother.
It's going to smell
It's going to
awesome.
smell better. Yeah.
And it's going to feel better.
Right.
I haven't had any complaints.
I've gotten complaints mostly with the mustache, the tickling. I get the little...
Or when you trim it and you get like those razor edges on it.
Yep. Ow, what the fuck? It's just like, well, I'm sorry. This is how I was born this way. I was born this way.
I would like to see if maybe we could get in business together. I had a product idea.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go.
Why do you laugh? That's so demeaning.
It's trying to be demeaning. I'm trying to be demeaning.
It's called a beard bib.
Okay.
For us that have beards, we know what it's like to eat anything.
Oh, it's terrible.
Just get food in it all the time. Why don't we have something that straps around the ear and covers the beard so that we don't get food in it?
I mean, it's really not the worst idea.
It's actually not.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
I was joking, but why don't we do this? Yeah.
Because most of the time after I eat, I don't even bother cleaning up during the eating process. I just wait until I'm done.
Right.
Because you always have that steady drip of like whatever the condiment was.
Yeah.
And if you had like a sandwich, like there's some breadcrumbs.
Yes,
you have like a bird that's popping out, like trying to nest in there.
Oh yeah.
Bib would not be the worst idea.
Right.
There is a product out there called a whisker dam.
Really?
And you put it on top of like mugs and like beer like glasses, like pint glasses. And it stops your mustache from getting dripped into your drink, which I have that problem all the time. I do.
That's funny.
I do protein shakes in like a NutriBullet.
Yeah.
And they're pretty thick, like smoothie consistency. And every time I drink it, my mustache just has this solid, like chocolatey, milky coating.
Well, but why would you complain about that? I think that's.
I don't. I get to enjoy it twice.
Right.
The flavor saver, baby. That's right.
So yeah, there are products out there because this is a struggle that men go through.
It is a struggle.
A huge struggle. I mean, it's more than women getting paid the same amount of money. It's more than trying to get rid of this rape culture in America where it's okay to do this to women. Beards, America is the most important thing.
Right, for sure.
According to Dan, I believe that's what I just
It
gathered
is.
from
No,
Dan.
it is.
Because I'm not saying
It's
that.
a struggle that men deal with on a regular basis. I think the biggest struggle, maybe, it's interesting. We're talking about men's fashion today a little bit too, and I think that when it comes to facial hair, we do see that as a fashion thing. It's.
Oh yeah.
So women, how important
too.
is hair to a woman? Right. We're talking
like
level
their
10.
hair, like on their scalp.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty important.
Yeah. It's like
Incredibly
level
important.
10.
I mean, it really changes their entire appearance.
Right.
And same thing with beard.
very true.
Super important to them.
I look way better with a beard than without.
Right.
Same here, because I've got that second chin, and
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have a pretty good jawline, but
Yeah.
I look like a baby without a beard.
yeah.
I go
So
from
much
like
younger, yeah.
I go from 30 to 13.
You get
Yeah.
ID'd everywhere, but if you just kept the beard on and like,
Yeah, they
you're all
barely
set.
ID me.
Yeah. No.
Well, so my point is that like beards to us are just as important as top of the head hair is to a female.
Absolutely.
And I
Makes
think what
sense.
we
Makes
struggle
sense.
with as men that are in relationships is that the female then begins to try and control that aspect of our lives. You need to trim it here. You need to cut it here. You need to do this to it. You need to do that to it. And I want all the female listeners out there to listen up. Especially if we're in long relationships, very serious relationships. This is the last bastion of creativity that we have in our body. Okay? You tell us what fucking shoes to wear. You tell us what fucking clothes to wear.
Preach.
Okay? We're compromising. Fine. If you don't want me to wear this to Wegmans. Fine. I'll go change.
I'll throw away the underwear with all the holes in it, even though it's
do
super
not.
comfortable, you fucking bitch.
But do not tell me how long my beard can or cannot be.
The beard is off the table.
That's
That's-
right.
I just if the roles were reversed and if you told her how to cut her hair,
I know.
Yeah. No, you're right. You hit
Right?
the nail
you
on the
would
head.
be
You'd be a fucking asshole.
You are a sexist. All you care about is my hair and how it
Yeah, you can't
looks.
control me.
You can't tell me how to cut my hair. It's my hair.
I just wish I lived in the 50s when you could do that.
So, very good then. So that makes sense. Dan, do you have any other questions?
Let's see. So, Pluto is or is not a planet?
Okay, no. About the Genesee
You
Beard
say
Company.
is. I think they decided no.
they decided now it's a dwarf planet.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well, you asked if I had any questions.
About
Where do
Genesee
babies
Beard-
come from?
Oh my God!
The stork.
I swear to God, you're
I
mentally
believed
handicapped.
that when I was younger. I honestly
So
believed that.
how old?
Oh, like 12? No. I don't know. Probably like
12.
probably like 4 or 5. I'm assuming like I don't have like a defined like limit where like that cut off where I was like, nope, that's fake.
Yeah.
But I always wondered like, how do they know where they go? Like if there's a lot of babies, there's not just like one baby a day.
Right.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, yeah.
This
I was
bird would
more-
just
at 5
fly in
years
and drop
old-
off babies.
Yeah, just a random
got a
baby.
new one here.
Yeah. And then how does it look like you and all that other stuff? Like,
Yeah.
At 5 years old, I was more concerned about the aviation physics of, a 10-pound bird carrying another 10-pound object through
Yeah.
the air.
I mean, it's possible. If you look at bees have little wings and big bodies.
Yeah, I guess. It also... Anyways.
I didn't believe in any of that shit. It was very simple for me, even from a young age. Mom and Dad are going to keep kissing each other and keep kissing each other and keep kissing each other, and then one of those
And then
kisses
life
is
will be
going to...
perfect and they won't leave you.
No, it's going to result... It eventually results in Mom getting pregnant from kissing. That's when I was like 5,
Yeah.
6 years old, and it would just be like, oh, is that the one? Like I'd see them kiss and be like, I wonder if Mom got pregnant now. And it was just it was a question of frequency. So if
Right.
they kissed a lot, all of a sudden she's
And
going to
then
be pregnant.
eventually, they kissed enough,
And my brother was...
and a much, much better version of you came
Yes,
out.
exactly, exactly.
Why don't we take a break? We'll come back. We'll talk about how pit bulls are the worst dog in the world.
And men's fashion.
Also,
Well, they're the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Right.
I have no hope for this show.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. The Critical Mass podcast can now be found at the 8o'clockstop.com. That's the 8o'clockstop.com. We're there along with our friends at the Hypothetically Speaking podcast, where they answer hypothetical questions. It's a lot of fun, and you'll also find a whole bunch of other fun multimedia there, from music to art to, well, all kinds of stuff. Check it out real soon. That's the 8o'clockstop.com. And we're back. Thank you, everyone, for not turning this off. I hope you enjoyed the message from our sponsors. And by sponsors, I mean people that...
they haven't paid us.
They haven't paid us
but
yet.
But if you buy their product, maybe they will.
Yeah, you've got to buy their product. You've got to make them money. And
Right.
once you start making them money, they're going to give us some of it.
Yeah.
But until then... we're just doing it out of the kindness of our
Right.
hearts or what's left of our blackened hearts.
If you don't go to slipperysammysextoys.com, we will not see a dime.
You have to go to the sex store.
Dave has not left yet.
He hasn't left yet. He's threatened it 3 times.
Yeah. He gives us hand signals, which we know he's getting uncomfortable.
Mostly
so we have
the
to change
finger.
Topic.
Mostly the middle finger.
Mostly the middle finger. But let's continue with this conversation about fashion. I think we started to dive into that a little bit.
I thought we were talking about pitbulls.
Well, we will, but let's talk about the men's romper.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to dive right into the dirt? You want to get your hands dirty right now?
Yeah.
The romper.
I'm 100% completely honest. If I was walking down the street and I saw a guy wearing the romper, I might roll my eyes a little bit, but it's his life. He can wear what he wants. I don't really give a shit. If you want to wear a romper, fine. I think my biggest problem is when people do things simply because it's a trend or it's fashionable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like beards.
Sure. It's harder to prove, I guess, but if you grow a beard simply because you think that it's cool looking, I mean, I guess you're a tool,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Same thing
no,
with
I don't
wearing a
know.
romper.
I just don't see the practicality in a romper because it's all one piece, right?
Yeah, it's a one piece.
And I
Well,
feel like
there's
I
a
go to the
slip-
bathroom fairly often.
There's
Yeah.
got to be a way to...
There's
Like
gotta
if I
be-
had like one of like those butt flap, like those old like onesie pajamas, I might actually be interested in
That's
those.
hilarious.
like in the front though.
And both sides.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, so you know how to take it off.
Like Crohn's disease, I need the back flap.
Right. That's a good point.
And
At a
then your
moment's
butt
notice.
is protected from the toilet seat if you have to go in public. Because now you just have that flap that opens up
Yeah.
and the rest of it
That's true.
is free. Unless you're wearing underwear, then you're in trouble.
See, now we're trying to design our own fashion wear.
I'm actually going to
this
start
is
a new
true.
company as soon as I leave here.
Right.
God damn it. Wait. Did we get a cut? We did this
Absolutely.
with you. Okay, yes. We're actually going to make money from the show.
How much
I never
do you-
thought that was going to happen.
from level 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how much do you hate this guy? He's got a full romper on and a man bun.
Ooh. Is it a butt flap romper?
No, they haven't been designed yet.
Okay. Not a fan.
I would say.
And it's like a pink romper. It's not even like a normal color. It's a clearly feminine color.
And his name is Glenn.
Yeah.
I hate him. It's 11. Out of 1
Glenn
out of
played
10.
lacrosse in high school, absolutely.
Yeah.
With his friend Brody.
Brody?
He is Brody.
Speaking of lacrosse players in high school.
What?
Anyways.
And college.
Not a fan of the man bun.
No.
That's all I can say about it. Just not a fan. There's a guy that goes to the gym. I think he's since cut it off, but he had like, it looked like he was trying to do one, but he kind of just looked like an onion.
Yeah.
He just had this little like tuft of hair at the top, and we just called him an onion. Not to his face, mind you. Like me and my friends that I
Yeah.
work out with,
Yeah.
But he just looked like an onion.
I think it's a little unfair to look at another. First of all, a grown man doesn't give a fuck about another grown man. I'm sorry. I got things to do.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, my life is too
But
busy.
if we're gonna have the conversation, you look at another guy. So what? He's got long hair, and if you prefer long hair, that's his business. Sometimes long hair gets in the way,
I don't trust men with long hair.
and you gotta
No?
No, I just
you
just
don't.
have long hair.
gotta tie it up
Yeah,
somehow.
you look good now, though. You look
Thank you.
great.
I can't have long hair anymore because it's very thin and wispy up top.
Yeah, but I mean, you look good right now.
Well, thank
if you
you.
had long hair and you'd leave, it'd be like that fucking guy.
We'd look
he had
homeless.
long hair. He's,
I would look very homeless.
Yeah. So, but
With a
whatever.
very well-groomed beard. But homeless.
So
was-
I understand that yes, you can have long hair if you want as a man, whatever, right?
I guess
Some dudes can really pull off long hair,
some.
and
Thor.
If yes,
Thor. I'll give you Thor.
the guy who plays Thor, yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
yeah.
And if Hemsworth wanted to pull his hair back into a bun because it was getting in the way while he was cooking dinner or going to the gym, fine.
Listen, I'm straight, but I would have no problem cooking dinner shirtless with Chris Hemsworth. Just the two of us in his apartment,
He's probably a good cook.
in his flat in Australia.
Actually, he probably has a lot of cooks for him.
That's
Yeah.
very true, but I mean, like, just me and him, we're both shirtless, we're cooking stuff. There's no sex going on. We're
That
just,
literally that picture in my head, I'm picturing a normal looking person with a dog next to them. That's what that looks like to me. You would look like a hairy hobbit dog like figure.
listen.
You look like something in between a human and a gorilla.
Dude,
We found the missing link, and it's you standing next to Chris Hemsworth.
what I don't like is you. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Is you or your face. But I had a point. I had something to say about
You
the
don't
man
have
bun.
points.
I had a
You have
something to
rounded
say
edges.
about the man bun, the bun of man.
Yeah.
There was one man. His name was Billy. We'll call him Beej.
Right.
Beej had a man bun years upon years upon years ago. There, some say through the scrolls and the legends that he may have started the man bun craze.
I saw a cave writing about it.
I
Cave
believe
painting.
so, yes. So it was told in the legends and the scrolls that he would have created this. Now, the moment it got huge and like every dude had a man bun, he took scissors to it and he got rid of it because he's just not that kind of guy. He would say he is the trend setter.
Right.
However, I mean, I don't know how much truth there is to that. The only facts that we definitely have is he had a man bun. He looked good with the man bun. It was many, many years before the man bun became a thing.
Yeah. If you haven't seen a man bun, just go down to your local coffee shop.
Pretty much. And he cut it off. So, you know, I'm going to give him his respect for that.
Sure, but that's my point, is that a man can do what he wants. Go ahead, wear what you want, put your hair in a bun if you want, but fuck you if you're doing it simply because it's cool. You know, I don't like that. I think that's sad and pathetic.
Anyone that does something because it's cool, like so many of the fucking brand new out of the woodwork Star Wars fans.
Right.
Because it's like a thing now.
Right, or like you're starting a podcast because
Starting
it's
a
cool.
podcast because
You
it's
know what
cool.
So-
I mean, it's stupid. What else, though? What else in Dave? What have you noticed in men's high fashion as of late? So we got the romper, we got the man bun. What else is going on out there?
Wow, I don't know a whole lot going on besides the rompers. Kind of the big one right now. I know a couple years back there was a capri phase. I felt like, and like 3/4 pants in general.
Oh yeah, the man capri.
But those faded out pretty quickly.
I guess in Europe that's a thing.
Yeah, Europe. I think that's still a thing, or at least jeans that are rolled up like
Yeah.
3 or 4 inches above your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No,
Well,
my
it's
legs
funny.
would look very funny that way.
Yeah.
And I
Mine-
guess, like, you know how we have our baseball shirts that have like 3/4 the length to them?
Oh yeah,
You know? They, in Europe, they find that really weird.
huh?
Yeah.
I wore one of those like 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
The
they think
ones
those are
Very comfortable.
where the sleeve is like up to here,
Yeah, they're usually a tighter sleeve. They're usually softer.
and they're
Yeah.
different color
Yeah,
sleeves.
I think it's
I
like
got one of
raglan.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
They think those are weird. I
The
guess.
Europeans are
Yeah.
claiming something we do is
They
weird.
think like baseball caps are weird. Like not I can't remember like exactly what it was, but like sport
Yeah.
team caps or something like for non-baseball teams.
Oh, okay.
Like let's say like a Bills hat or something.
Yeah.
Like they think that's weird.
It's the Europeans calling us weird at all to me is
Like
weird.
have you ever seen like a hat for like a Premier League team or something?
No,
Right?
exactly.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't, because soccer is king and over there.
It's
and,
scarves.
Oh, God, the
Yeah,
soccer.
scarves and jerseys. That's
Yeah.
what they wear. That's what
Don't
they wear.
Soccer.
I'm a big soccer fan.
So back to the American.
I hate soccer.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I did see a
He
Facebook.
loves it. It's a point of argument.
Well, okay. Let's go into this.
Oh, here we go.
And
Here we
the
go.
only reason I'm getting fired up about this is
It's
because
gonna get fired up. You gonna
This-
kick a ball about it? For 90 minutes where you just run in circles kicking a fucking ball around, it's 1-0. I'm
At least
so
it's not
entertained.
commercials every 2 minutes.
yeah, this is
I'll give you that.
Rockus's classic deconstruction
Here we go.
of anything that he doesn't like.
Exactly.
He takes whatever it is and uncomplicates it by just simplifying the basics of it.
Yes. Exactly. I'm
for-
ignorant, and I know this.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you could take anything complicated, like a symphony, okay?
I
Oh,
love-
okay, for a symphony, you
I
got a bunch
love
of
the
fucking
symphony,
idiots
actually.
with,
I love the
instruments going doodle for an hour.
I
Anybody can do that.
like the symphony, and I don't
Anybody
think
can
anyone
just
can
deconstruct anything and say that it's stupid.
listen. Okay.
You called me a grass fairy once.
Oh wait, are we
You
talking about
literally
soccer?
played lacrosse
And
with sticks.
Full contact.
With little sticks in your hand.
shoulder checking,
On grass.
stick checking.
And you had to wear pads because
And
you
a
were afraid
helmet.
of hitting one another.
Well, yeah, but when you're a soccer player, you're wearing a maxi pad usually.
No, we actually ran into one
Oh.
another constantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ran into one another.
step into. I grew up playing hockey, and switched to soccer
It's a man's game. Hockey.
when I was about 21. I want to say,
Okay.
and soccer. Even now, I'm just playing like men's leagues and stuff like that. Soccer. I've been injured more playing soccer than I ever was playing hockey, and I've had more collisions.
Right.
Soccer in general has been more violent than growing up playing hockey.
I don't. Then why am I not seeing it on the TV when I'm forced to watch these soccer matches that go on for hours on end and nothing
They
happens?
don't. It's 45
Nothing.
minutes. Okay, so shut the fuck
Oh
up.
my god, it feels like
It's
7
45
hours.
minutes, then they take a little break, and then it's another 45 minutes. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. It feels like an eternity.
You're talking about eternities, and you'll sit there and watch a Star Wars movie? I can't even say the word Star Wars without falling asleep.
That's not true.
It's fucking boring.
You enjoyed the film that you enjoyed it so
Barely.
much. You went out and got the other two to watch them.
Yeah.
So why don't you go fuck yourself?
Because there were loose ends.
Well,
They
yeah,
needed to be tied.
and you didn't have to. You didn't have to. In fact, you went to the library. Who does that anymore to get those movies?
Well, do that?
You piece of shit. You claim that
They're
you're
all
such a
free.
huge fucking fan. You didn't even have the DVDs. All you had was Blu-ray.
Yeah, I gave away my DVDs.
You should
to
have
Lance.
the VHS. You should have the DVD.
I couldn't find
you
the
should have
VHS.
the Blu-ray. You should have the laser discs if
I
you're
don't.
such a fucking
God
fan.
damn it! God damn it! God damn it! I swear to God, don't you ever call my Star Wars fandom into question.
You might
I
have
just
forgot about
did.
HD DVD as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's your 4K DVDs?
Where is? You know what? I feel like I'm being backed into a corner right now.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
you
very
should feel that
comfortable.
way. You're a little rat.
I'm not
I'm gonna
very
hit you with a
comfortable.
broom.
You have an erection too, which is what's making me really uncomfortable. Like you're yelling at me, and you have an erection. Are you gonna rape me?
As much as we're gonna, gripe about soccer or
Yeah.
lacrosse, at least it's not women's lacrosse.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, that's boring.
That is
They
the
wear
worst
the
sport.
goggles too. Oh my God, that's just
Anyways.
laughable. So we derailed. We really derailed.
But these the lace rompers,
the
or
lace
just
rompers.
lace suits, I don't know what the fuck they are, but it is bizarre.
Like, is it like see-through?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do they
the
wear
dudes-
anything under it?
Well, no, that's the thing. They won't wear anything like an undershirt.
It doesn't make
but
any
the video
sense.
that I saw, they were all wearing these like colored like thongs.
Was this video on Pornhub?
No, no, it was on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, now, like you were saying, I'm all for anyone doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I'm also not all for anything that's going to make me uncomfortable. Like, if I saw a bunch of men walking around in man thongs,
Right.
I don't think I'd be the most comfortable.
it's like
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be very comfortable.
Like, I don't think I'd be very comfortable if, I mean, depending on how nice it was, if a bunch of women were just, like, walking around in thongs in, like, a public place. Like, I just feel like it's not really acceptable to be...
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I agree. To be conservative a little bit, I find it more
Conservative.
appropriate to leave something to the imagination.
Yeah.
While at the same time, I also don't want to live in Sharia law, where women are covered head to toe.
No,
So
that sounds terrible.
I guess we got to find some sort of common ground, but at the same time, this is
But
America, and
what
we should
about-
be able to express ourselves.
But what about
right?
unattractive women that decide to dress certain ways? Is that just really chauvinistic of me to say?
Yeah, it is.
A little
It
bit.
is.
Okay,
Because
but I mean, I don't really
there's
care.
no way that. I mean, your significant other must be high and drunk all the time when she looks at you. You are the most disgusting thing. So for you to say that certain women shouldn't wear things, it's like, what? You're a troll under a bridge.
Let's not. Yeah, and you're not that far off. You just have blonde hair and are taller than me.
We are actually under a bridge right now as well.
Yeah, and yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're broadcasting from under a bridge live.
I just saw you
Live.
with a stick telling someone to get off the bridge earlier.
You know what? That's because you were busy in the bathroom. That's typically your job. Taking a huge dump. You troll fuck. You fucking Aryan troll bastard.
What are some other things that really piss us off? Do fedoras piss people? They don't piss me
fedoras.
Because
My
your dad pulls it off.
fedoras very well.
But he's a
you
retired
gotta pull it
Marine.
off.
Yeah.
You've got to pull it off.
Your
He's got
dad's
a
a
lot of them,
retired
too.
Marine, so I mean he can do whatever he wants.
He can pull someone's arm off.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who's a retired Marine, I immediately translate that to can kill me and will if I sneeze or do something incorrectly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You ever seen a guy with a fedora, but he's actually got like a man bun, his hair pulled back underneath it?
Yes, I've seen that a few times. I feel like they should have an acoustic guitar in a quad of some college
They're wearing
where they're
flip-flops.
just playing it, and
Yeah.
I just want to take that guitar, I want to smash it over their fucking skull repeatedly, and then urinate on them. But that's just the sexual part.
Like I said, grow up. This is a highbrow show.
I'm sorry. It's very highbrow.
All right.
Highbrow.
So fedoras, yeah, I'm iffy on those. I kind of wish I could pull it off, but I can't. And maybe that's where it comes from. It's a jealousy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, just not a fan. I feel like there's a general poor stigma with fedoras as well.
Like you're going to make a Cuban sandwich? Or wait, was that racist?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
God damn it!
I like Cuban sandwiches.
I
Fuck
love,
you.
I just like
love
sandwiches in
Cuban
general.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
my
Sandwiches
God.
are good. So anyway,
I guess we're done with men's fashion. Fuck men's fashion.
Fuck men.
Go out and just dress in suit and ties. Back when America was America, you
Well,
could be a man. And I don't care if it's 102 degrees out. You should be miserable.
let's do this. Let's go around and describe our perfect. But to close out our segment here, let's go around and describe what our fashion is for ourselves.
Why?
And I'll go first.
I don't want to.
I'll go. Yeah, you do. I'll go first. Star Wars printed T-shirts, or old YMCA shirts,
Yeah.
and cargo shorts,
Yeah. Oh man, this is great.
and underwear that usually has all types of holes in it, in very strange areas.
Like where your toe gets stuck in it when you're putting it on.
Yes.
It rips the band around the leg opening.
You're exactly. I did that yesterday.
I did that yesterday too. I threw that pair away, but I did do that yesterday.
I won't.
I was
part,
very upset.
I will not part with my underwear. It is a
No.
point of contention in my home. Well, no, I wash them. They're all clean.
I throw them away pretty regularly.
Yeah,
Really?
I love
Yeah.
brand new underwear.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they just fit way better.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I need, but anyway. And then for shoe wear, usually flip flops or Pumas. They have to be suede Pumas, and they're always pre-tied, so I can just slip them right the fuck
yeah.
Because
on.
you're a lazy
That's
fuck.
fair. I know mine are all pretty tight as well. I guess I'm lazy.
And there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
very lazy.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's one. The next step is terrorism.
The next step is not terrorism. I'm the terrorist of your heart.
No, you forgot your accessories.
My accessories,
Yeah.
like
You wear watches. you wear rings.
my Green Bay Packers lanyard,
Okay,
which is
now
upstairs.
Let's slow down here. Let's talk about this.
Oh, I
Dave,
can't wait
have
till we get to
seen-
you.
Have you seen him walk around in public with his lanyard hanging out of his pocket?
I don't believe so.
I do.
It's like something straight out of 2002.
What
But
is-
I feel like every time I see you, it's after about 5 or 6 beers.
Well,
usually.
yeah, we're usually together when
And it's
we're usually
usually
drunk.
dark.
Yeah. You're right. He's right.
Well, Rockness stands at about 4 or 5.
5'5".
5'5". So he's a little guy, and he's got this lanyard hanging out of his pockets, out of his cargo short pocket, and it's practically dragging on the ground.
Okay, no, it's not. You're just
Practically.
you're making that up.
No, I'm not.
You're making it up.
It's a Green Bay Packers lanyard.
Yeah, show my pride.
Why? Why do you have to have your lanyard hanging out of your
Because I
pocket?
have to constantly remind you that we beat you guys last season in the playoffs. Oh, wait.
I don't know what the playoffs are.
Right. Dave's a Bills fan. He's never seen the playoffs.
Just to give you a little bit of insight, Dan is now shaking, and it looks like Dan put the knife down.
No, but
put the
but
knife,
really,
put the
though,
knife
why,
down, Dan.
Why the lanyard? Really?
It was a gift. I like it, and I find that I can very easily just yank my keys right out of my pocket. Also, it serves as another purpose when I am going somewhere and I don't have any pockets to carry my keys. I will then put it around my neck. It's very helpful when carrying around a 3 to 4-year-old girl who is a pain in the ass sometimes, because I can just easily grab, put them around my neck.
Well, I could see that being a viable answer
If
there were enough men in your situation that could respond and say, yes, that is a true thing. But I see lots of other young dads out there who are able to reach into their pocket on their own volition, grab their keys like a grown-up, and also are dads that don't need lanyards hanging out of their pocket.
Okay, so is this really, like, you're going this far with the lanyard? I mean,
we're pretty deep down the rabbit hole on lanyards right now.
Do you understand that, like...
Why are you so angry about it?
There are girls that get
up
together, okay, and be like, honey, we need to change this about your outfit. Like,
Well,
you ever see,
we just
like,
agreed we couldn't do that.
You ever see, like, a 40-year-old woman who still has bangs from the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Her girlfriends eventually, hun, it's over. This is what we need to do with you. Stop with the lanyard hanging out of your pocket.
Okay.
You look like a fucking douche.
So I'm not going to.
The listeners of this show are shaking their heads, yes, in agreement with me right now.
I will wear the lanyard because it has the Packers on it.
The next time we are out at a bar, I'm going to find strangers, a panel of strangers. They're going to come over and tell you exactly why you're wrong.
You need to go. You need to put that on Facebook Live.
Okay.
It's a Critical Mass mini episode.
I will.
And
I will do that.
Sounds like a good idea.
And then do it. Just yeah.
Well, speaking of attacking you,
can we move on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can we move on?
I want to talk about violent dogs.
Okay, well, wait a minute. We were supposed to go around and talk about our fashion.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this whole topic.
20 minutes
My
destroying
fashion.
me. Yeah,
I'm
look
wearing
like
your
shit.
mom's clothes.
You look good in women's clothes. God, you're such a piece of shit. You know what? We're done with the segment.
Yeah.
Out of spite for you fuck. Go to hell.
You can ask Dave what he wears, because he probably looks good in everything he puts on.
Dave, what do you... In the morning, you get up.
On a Sunday.
What do you put on?
On a Sunday?
Sure.
It's Sundays are always just gym shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, it's always just jeans, a t-shirt, and work boots. That's all I usually wear.
Nice.
Very comfortable.
Keep it sexual.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
So you're more of a utilitarian when it comes to your clothing.
Yes.
Gotcha. Same with me for the fucking cargo shows.
I'm
I like the cargo.
Very big fan of that men's jeans are now stretchy.
Ooh.
Because, first of all, I don't understand why it took so long. Women have had stretchy jeans for the longest time ever.
Yeah.
But now that it's becoming a thing, I can have jeans on and still be able to do stuff outside if I have to. I don't know. I just felt very constricted before.
Yep.
It's
Exactly.
amazing.
Exactly. It's all about the women getting everything and having all the rights, and now the men, we're getting it back.
Yeah, worst decision is letting them vote. Why did we let that happen?
God, Susan B.
Anyways.
Anthony. Right in our city.
Ugh, disgusting.
Awful.
Anyways, yeah, I'm done with this topic. It's lame.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're fucking now in control of Critical Mass.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm sorry. Before host, it says co on yours, and I believe on mine it says the same thing.
Yeah, it does.
So.
All right.
So let's take a break.
Sure, let's take a break, and then we can fight, and then we'll come back.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the world's most violent dogs ever. In fact, there's probably one in your house right now, and it's looking at you, and it's going to kill you and your family and your kids. Stay tuned to find out what type of dog it is. We'll be right back. Winters suck, especially here in upstate New York. They're cold, wet, dreary, and the salt from the roads gets everywhere. Luckily, for our concrete surfaces, we have Eagle Epoxy. They'll come in, they'll resurface your garage or your basement floor even. They cover it with an epoxy resin after it's been resurfaced for protection, a clean look, and it's really, really easy to clean, especially for you car guys. They can be reached at their website, eagleepoxy.us, or by phone at 585-402-4971 for a free quote. Tell them the Rockness Monster sent you.
Coming to you live from downtown Toronto, it's our final segment in Critical Mass. Welcome back, everybody.
Are you, remote from Toronto?
No, that's where we are this week, aren't we?
Toronto Bridge?
Sure. I don't. Yeah. So.
I haven't been sleeping a lot, so.
I know.
Let's talk about the most vicious animal known to mankind.
Vicious.
Hamsters.
Yes.
Hamsters. They have an agenda and they all speak to each other.
The Staffordshire Terrier, is that how you say it? Staffordshire?
That was my pet. Was
But
a
isn't that
Staffordshire
the
Terrier.
broad overall... What's the breed? The overall breed's name?
Isn't it Pitbull?
I think just American Pit Bull Terrier.
Yeah.
American Pit Bull Terrier. Okay.
Yeah, mine was an American Staffordshire
Okay.
Pitbull.
So there's basically 3 different main... There's the Staffordshire Terrier. I thought there was 3. There's like a little one, a medium one, and a big one. Am I wrong about this?
You might be. You might be right. Yeah, I'm actually assuming you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
And
there were
I just don't know.
I thought there were 3 main categories of the pit bull, of the Staffordshire, of the terrier.
Staffordshire.
Staffordshire, whatever. So you had a
American Staffordshire
American
Terrier.
Staffordshire, and what? That's a little. He was big.
He was medium sized. He was built like a fucking tank, but
Right.
I mean, the thing remember the leather couch we moved?
Yeah.
It took like 3 of us to move that thing. Yeah, he moved it with his head.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's big. He's a big boy.
Yeah. And he had a long tail too, right?
He did have a long tail. It
Full
wasn't
tail,
cropped.
and it wasn't cropped. He would smash that thing into anything he could.
Yeah, cups, plates,
Yeah.
you name it, just right off.
Right out of the ground.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
Dumb as a box of hammers, but he was very sweet. He never hurt anybody.
Right, and that's kind of the point that we wanted to kind of mention. As a carrier, male carrier myself, I run into all kinds of dogs, and it doesn't matter the breed. What matters is how the
owner.
dog is trained,
The
and
owner.
things like that. Now, to be fair, yes, there are plenty of instances where pit bulls have been bred inside of certain communities
Communities.
to fight and to be the protector of the home. Oftentimes, you can actually find them with weights tied to their collars, to their necks, to their heads, so that they build up their head, neck, shoulder area.
Which is messed up. But to me, that's torture. I see that as
absolutely
torture.
torture.
Yes. So that's, when someone sees that and they see when you go through the ghetto and you can see literally every other house has a pit bull, and every other house, the pit bull is mean too. It doesn't help the perception in the public that, these things are killers.
True, and it's not a race
Doesn't
thing
help.
either. I mean, when we say the ghetto, I mean, I've seen
White people live in the ghetto.
Yeah, I've seen Hispanics with fighting dogs. I've
Yes.
seen blacks with fighting dogs. I've seen white people with fighting dogs.
Absolutely.
So I just want to make that clear to everyone that we're not targeting a specific group of people. We're targeting a specific group of dog.
Of dog owner. Of
Yes,
dog owner.
Yeah.
Yes, dog owner.
And
yes, correct.
that's the theme of what we're trying to say here, is that unfortunately the pit bull has got this stigma that they're a terrible killer dog.
Which, it's actually kind of funny because do you know what dog accounts for the most dog attacks in America? It's not a pit
this
bull.
is a fun game.
No, I feel like I know
This
what
is
this
a fun
is,
game.
and it's a family dog. It's a
Oh, yeah.
typical family dog. God
I'd like to
damn
make
it.
a guess. Mm-hmm. The golden retriever.
No, but I believe they are high up on the list as well.
Yeah, Rockness.
I don't know. Yellow
Pick a
lab.
breed.
Yeah, just a lab.
Just
Lab
a
in
lab.
general,
Labs.
yeah.
Labs. Yeah, they're aggressive.
They are an aggressive dog, and they are a lot stronger dog than you think they are.
Yeah, I have a mixed breed. He's a lab and a beagle, and he will just lick you to death. He loves everyone.
He's a lebeagle.
Illegal.
But
Illegal.
delivering mail and actually just walking him through the neighborhood, you get to experience how other dogs interact with him. And there is a golden retriever who's a cousin of the lab. They're a retriever family. He goes nuts. He wants to tear him apart. It's like, chill the fuck out, dude. And yeah, I see it all the time. I have labs running after me, running up to me. They're very, very protective. You know. Where do you think the pit bull ranks on that list of most aggressive dogs?
I do think they're listed at number 2.
Oh,
I
really?
think, I think they are. I mean, just because it like how you were saying. I mean, there are a lot that are raised that way, and they're also a dog that's owned, or that a lot of people own. Same thing with a lab. That stats so high because so many people own them. So many people own labs and own
Right.
pit bulls and retrievers. And
If there are more of the breed, then there's going to be more attacks by those breeds.
yeah, I really don't think it's.
Mathematically.
I don't think any of them have like a disposition, like this predetermined disposition to be mean.
Right.
I think any dog, no matter how you put it, they were a wild animal, a descendant of a wild animal, and there's always going to be an instinct.
Yes.
But it's how you raise them. I mean, I have 2 pit bulls. I have one that, the girl dog, June, she's obsessed with people. Anytime someone comes to the door, her tail's going crazy. She's, I mean, she'll knock shoes over with her tail, just getting excited to see someone, wants to jump up, wants to lick them, wants to be all over them.
With tail.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
tails are strong.
She's just a strong dog. And then the other one, Nash, the boy, he's just kind of timid.
Yeah.
He barks at, which is nice to have a dog that's vocal as well, because if people come by, if people start to like come towards the house, he barks.
Yeah.
But he's terrified of people, specifically guys. He loves females.
Interesting.
A girl comes over and he's wants to be on their lap, wants to be around them. I mean, he's not scared of me, but any other guy, a guy comes over and if they try to pet him or something, he like runs back, runs behind me.
Isn't that funny how they can tell? They can tell genders too. It's so strange. So weird.
I mean, they are smart animals.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
June she's a smart dog. Nash he is also dumb as a box of hammers.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
Just my old dog. The things that he would do. You just look at him and just say, "Wow, why do you even exist? How did you get this far? Like
Yeah.
I know you're 3, but like you're how." Just like your head is stuck between there again. Like, didn't we just go through this?
Yeah.
You freaking moron.
And some of the objects around the house scare them too. It's funny.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
vacuums are terrifying.
Yeah. Well, my dog, if you turn the vacuum on and start like vacuuming the carpet, he used to like chase it around and bark at it in a playful manner. Like he thought it was a toy.
Oh yeah.
But then just this morning, I got out a little like dirt devil from the garage so my wife could fucking do some work. I handed it to her. I said, "Bitch, do some fucking cleaning."
I'm sure that's exactly how that went down.
And I handed her the dirt that was like a little red vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And she picked it up off the floor near the dog, and he freaked out. He didn't know what it was. He didn't understand it. He was like, ah! He was like running away.
You know what I find funny too is not to compare her to a dog because she's a human, but my daughter has the same reaction with a vacuum cleaner. And you know, my daughter's not an animal; she's a human being. But it's funny. I can't even. She sees the vacuum in the closet. She just sees it and she starts to get all like freaked out. I have to literally tell her, which is a lie, that it's broken and won't even turn on for her to calm down. But she's like the blenders, anything loud. She just like, you know, to see what I did during the fireworks display at Darien Lake. Oh my God. I was like,
Wow.
I was so strong for like 5 minutes, you know, where they'd say like a parent with their child in danger can lift a car. Yeah. I had her in her stroller up above my head, like with all the bags attached and trying to get through that crowd of people at the fireworks display. You know what I'm talking about at Darien Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was so terrified.
The Proud to be an American display.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one.
Been doing
She
it since
was
like
screaming.
82.
Exactly. She's screaming. But anyway, sorry. Back to the dogs.
Probably the worst way to end the night at Darien Lake, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Proud to be an American. Anyways,
Yes.
so what do we do here? Do we just go out and shoot all the bad ones?
Wow.
And then decide what's nice and what isn't? I mean, there are groups that are.
Are we still talking about dogs here?
Yeah. I was talking about 3-year-old girls.
Listen, never. Not with mine. She's perfect.
Yeah,
But anyway.
she calls you out on your shit.
Yeah, she does.
No, there's pity love organizations. There's all kinds of nonprofit groups that are committed to spreading the truth and educating the public about the do's and don'ts of pit bulls. And
Yeah, both of mine are rescues. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, too, is that so many of them pit bulls that are rescues and end up in shelters because they come from broken homes to begin with.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, they're from dogs that had to be surrendered because someone was arrested.
Right.
A house was foreclosed on or something.
Right.
And a lot of them, they were just dogs that were just used for breeding. which
Right. Another problem.
yeah, which I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really helping anything either.
No.
I walked into this gym, brand new gym, on one of my routes, made out of an old firehouse.
Ooh.
And
Where's that?
Yeah, I'm curious.
it's on Dewey Avenue. It was an old fire station. Do you remember Han Photographic?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it's right there. That's what it is. I don't know if I want to say the address.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's okay. That's
But yeah, so they converted it to a gym now. And I walked in there, and there's this big, nice couch and a giant pit bull just sitting on this couch looking at me. And I was talking to the owner of the place, and I was kind of like out of the corner of my eye looking at this dog like, oh, God, here we go. Here we go. And it was just like so cool just staring at me like, what up, dude?
Yeah.
If
Like,
this
we're cool
dog-
now, but if you make a move.
Yeah, if this dog wanted to, it could have eaten me alive. Like, chewed out my insides. But it didn't want to.
No.
Because it's not a psycho. It's just a big, crazy-looking dog.
Yeah.
Who, at its core, is just a baby. They're all babies.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, and the owners, hey, that's the dog, blah, blah,
Yeah.
300 people a day coming in and out of this building. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's do this. Why don't we talk about a time that pit bulls have scared you?
Well, really, I can't think of a time pit bulls have scared me.
Like, because you owned one. You've never had a moment where you're like, ooh.
No, not with him.
Wow.
But I mean, there are moments where other dogs of other breeds have scared me, and for
Okay.
me, and I wanted to kind of touch on this a bit, is just like you said. So, and please tell me if you kind of understand what I'm saying. So, you went into this gym. People come in and out of this gym.
Could you speak English though?
Yes.
This time?
So people come in and out of this gym.
Yeah.
And there's a pit bull that's sitting on the couch, right?
Big golden thing. It was crazy looking.
Big pit. So, but the thing is, you get this. For me, I would have a sense of calm about that. And the
Right.
reason being is the environment. You've got an environment with a whole lot of people coming in and out.
Yeah.
You've got an environment where the owner is very calm, very docile with the animal. So for me, I would walk into there no fear whatsoever. I wouldn't be afraid of that dog at all because of that environment. Now you take...
But you're not wearing blue shirt, blue shorts, and look like a mailman.
Well, okay, so... Doesn't matter.
No,
So-
it does. That's my point. Is that
So
if I'm
dogs-
wearing plain clothes...
So a dog sees that you're a mail carrier.
Yes. They understand visual cues. They see that I'm wearing the uniform and the satchel, and they know what that is.
So you are saying a pit bull is to a mailman what a Trump supporter is to a black man.
No.
I had to do one today. I just had to get one in
I'm
there.
saying the
to-
reason why I would be more nervous wearing the uniform in that situation
Okay.
as opposed to plain clothes in that situation is because plenty of dogs know the difference.
Okay. Fine. Beside the point. That's not the. I get what you're saying. It's a visual cue. They don't actually know you're a postman. Yada yada, so on and so forth. But what I'm trying to say is, the owner, the environment. I look at all of that and I see that. Then I see my neighbor, okay, that has 4 Rottweilers penned up in a small area that's disgusting and not taken care of. I've met the owner multiple times, who is a little off. One of the owner had told me at one point that one of the dogs is a red tag, meaning it has a bite history, and she's trying to rehabilitate it with 3 other Rottweilers, all of the same bloodline. And they're huge. They don't look like they're really well maintained or taken care of. So I am afraid. I'm genuinely afraid of those animals. And they have burrowed their way under my fence into my yard. One point when my 3-year-old was out playing on her swing set, and the dog got into the yard. Now, did the dog attack my daughter? No. But do I know that dog? Do I trust that environment and that person is taking care of the dog? It comes back to the owner. It comes back to the environment.
Yeah.
If that was a well-maintained backyard where it was clean, if the owner seemed, I don't know, sane, then it would be different. I would have a different view of those animals because of that situation. Am I making any sense to you guys?
Yes.
Of course.
And I did see one of those dogs in questions, and it barked at me for a long time, very aggressively, and was in... I mean, they have a certain stance when they're alert and...
Yeah, when they're letting you
roll.
know, it's body language. They're letting you know, you better fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They were some big dogs.
Yeah, and there's 4 of them.
Yeah, I just saw one of them that was barking up a storm at me.
Yeah. The puppies, they're the same size as their parents at this point. And don't get me wrong, I've pet them. They're okay. They're okay. I don't know. I mean, I just look at the yard. The parents, on the other hand, I won't go anywhere near those things. And, you know, it just comes down to I've thought about calling the town about it. Honestly, yeah. I've thought about it. And the thing that scares me is maybe they put the dogs down. I don't want that to happen, but at the same I really don't. But at the same time, I would like something to be done about it. So do you understand my fear? That's what I'm saying when I'm afraid of a dog. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, shitty ownership.
Correct.
Yeah. And then there is that sort of natural, like, okay, well, it is a Rottweiler, you know. Okay, so like a bite from a Chihuahua, right? Let's say you get a bite from a Chihuahua because it's mad at you, okay? You've crossed into its territory, it feels threatened.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bite on the ankle.
Sure.
Okay. Not that big a deal.
Well, you live, you walk away.
Right. Rottweiler bites you.
You're going to the hospital,
Probably.
possibly dead. You don't
Right.
know. It comes down to the
But
owner.
they're not any more angry than one another.
No, same anger.
And that's the thing, I think, to speak for the devil here.
To speak for the devil.
To be the devil's advocate.
Sure.
I think when you have the pit bull bite,
Yeah.
you know, he's not trying to kill you. He's just biting you out of fear like any other dog would have. That bite is also going to be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So even if you take the factor out of people being afraid of their quote-unquote violent nature, okay, if you take that out, just a simple bite from a pit bull is, I think, what also scares some of the public.
Yeah.
Their jaws are incredibly strong.
Right.
I mean, they're incredibly strong dogs in general.
Yeah.
A lot of things, too, is that people aren't, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people are aware, but pit bulls play a lot by biting.
With their mouth, right?
Yes, they're big, like, mouth players, and I'll be sitting there, you know, rubbing June's belly or something, and she'll, like, roll around, and she'll start, like, nibbling at my hand, and it's not enough to hurt at all.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's how the dogs play.
To do that with mine, like with his jaw, like, you know, put my arm in there and push down.
Yeah,
I love
sometimes
that
I'll keep her, like, her mouth open with my hand or something so she can't bite.
Yeah.
She gets all fussy and tries to play even harder. But it's just like, people see that and they get scared, and then the dog reacts to their fear because they see that person make like a quick jerk, a quick like movement or something,
right?
And playtime instantly just became like a
Bite
fear.
time.
Yes, like the dog's now scared.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense, and I've seen it, and I know exactly what you mean. I mean, yeah, it's awful.
They don't have thumbs, so they do a lot with their mouth that you and I would do with our hands.
Yes.
So that's why.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah. So what's the verdict? What do we? So Dave, what do we do? What do we do with this pit bull problem? How do we fix America and pit bulls? How do we fix it?
I think there's plenty of organizations already working on it. Like we kind of touched on earlier, it's all the different rescue shelters that are taking these dogs in and trying to rehabilitate them. And there are times that some of these shelters, they bring in a dog that it's too aggressive or too violent, and they do have to put it down, which it sucks. And I'm sure something happened to that dog in their life that caused it to be that way. There are also dogs that do have anxiety issues and stuff like that.
That's true.
Where they just that's just kind of how they are, and if there's not an environment for them, there isn't. And as much as you don't want to have to put an animal down, it's the unfortunate truth of it. I just think as long as these shelters keep operating the way they are, and they're finding good homes for dogs, and they're training them. One of the second place I got my first one from Verona Street. The second one I went to Rescue Pit.
Right on.
And I mean they had Nash for I want to say probably like 6 months or something. They got him when he was only 2 months old.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah. No one wanted him. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
He's not the cutest dog, but he's cute in his own way.
Yeah, well, he sounds like he is because he runs behind his owner. That's terribly adorable.
Yeah, he's really goofy. His legs are much longer than he's used to yet. He can't run too well. He's very floppy. Falls over a lot. If he wants to lay down somewhere, he just lays right there. If it's usually across your body or across June's body.
Right.
Just sprawled out wherever he feels like it. But no, I mean they had him for a long time, and they're taking in these dogs and they're bringing them to like doggy kindergarten training classes. They're socializing these animals.
There you go.
I mean, they're doing so much to really make sure they have a chance to be successful.
This is the Verona Street.
That was Rescue Pit.
Okay.
They're one of the newer organizations around here.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're very thorough about where they let their dogs go to as well. I mean, they came to my house multiple times beforehand. Long interview process.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, whereas, Verona Street, it was pretty much I walked in there. I went probably 6 months before I selected June. Just waiting for the right dog, pretty much. But with them, I filled out paperwork. I paid them. They spayed. Is it spayed for female? I think it's spayed.
Yeah, spayed.
Yep.
They spayed her, and I picked her up in 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the budget there is probably a lot lower too.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
the
Lollipop.
fees at each place were much. June was a much cheaper dog for me to acquire as opposed to getting Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean,
a vetting process.
Yeah, absolutely a vetting process. But no, I think that's the way that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really. I think it's way overblown, and I think that things get kind of pushed out of proportion a lot of time. When's the last time you really heard of a bad dog attack? I know around here I think there was one last year where.
I think so.
And they were saying this dog was bred as an aggressive dog, and he attacked an owner, I believe.
Yeah.
And the two owners were in an argument. The male owner that was the original owner of this dog and the girlfriend got into an argument, and I know that he attacked her. And I think the dog was shot.
Jesus.
Well, it happens. Well, what you mean by really, really bad attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's far more rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, this is the thing.
If you ask the police are constantly having to deal with these situations.
Yeah.
I think just last summer the RPD had to shoot and kill a couple because they jumped over a fence line to get to somebody else, and there were 2 pits in there, and they weren't letting go and all this stuff. But Rockness, you were just gonna mumble something out of your fat furry face?
Wow. You fucking
No, go ahead.
douche, piece of douche.
No,
You look like a goddamn
say it.
character from Willy Wonka.
Which character?
I have no idea. The German one. the German one with the light features and the fat.
You look like a worm
fat-
slowly becoming a human.
And the fatness.
Go ahead.
Fatty Magoo. So, I was going to say, I mean, really, dogs are dogs. They're animals. Mm-hmm. And
Prove it.
okay, dogs are animals, and it's all about, and so are we, and it's all about how we're treated. I mean, how the animal's treated and how we're treated as well. I mean, I look at the pound and I look at jail, and you get these repeat offenders. The same thing with these dogs. You know what I mean? And the less humane they're treated, the more they're going to fight back. And
correct.
I think that goes for all of us. I mean, we're all mammals. And I think that we need to just kind of assess each situation and make our judgment based on that, rather than seeing a pit bull with an owner and just immediately crossing the street like an ignorant piece of shit.
That one stuck with you, didn't it?
Yeah, that bothered me. And it happened often.
Yeah.
So I would walk him, and it'd be like, oh God, oh my God, just let me cross the street. There's no crosswalk here. What do I do? Like, oh God.
Cool.
It's usually a white woman with short hair.
Yeah. Well, we talked about...
May I speak to your manager haircut?
Exactly. I hate those.
Talking about a lot here today.
We did talk about a lot here today.
And we still got our fuck yous to do.
Well, yeah, I say we take a break, we get to our fuck yous, and then we call it a day. What do we think?
Sexual.
All right. We'll be right back. The Critical Mass podcast can now be found at the 8o'clockstop.com. That's the 8o'clockstop.com. We're there along with our friends at the Hypothetically Speaking podcast, where they answer hypothetical questions. It's a lot of fun, and you'll also find a whole bunch of other fun multimedia there, from music to art to, well, all kinds of stuff. Check it out real soon. That's the 8o'clockstop.com. And welcome back. Thank you for waiting for us. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode so far. We're going to move right in to our Fuck You section, everyone's favorite part of the show, and we put it at the end to force you to listen to the entire episode to get to this point.
Right.
So, I'm going to start with my Fuck You, and my Fuck You is going to go to Aldi. Aldi, the store. The store that...
The grocery store.
The grocery store, yes. And you know what? I have to be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Specific as to why I'm angry and why I say fuck you. It's not the products. Their products, I think their products are great. I think their stores are nice and clean. I enjoy the part of the shopping portion. I actually enjoy that there. I'm good with it. I like what they have. They have not let me down yet. Tis the moment I get. The part that gives me the most anxiety, that I dread, is the register. The line at the fucking register.
Is it just the line?
It's not just the line. It's the cashiers that are literally stupid. You're all stupid. If you're listening to this now and you're an Aldi cashier, you're dumb. Very, very dumb. So, the fact is this. I will tell you what happened today before the show.
No offense to you Aldi cashiers.
No offense to you at all. I was in line, and I'm waiting, and there's two people in front of me.
Now, you're very wealthy, but you choose to go to Aldi because you like the ambiance.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So I'm in line. There's a person, two people in front of me, and the guy's in the line, and he's like, oh, well, you only have 2 things of whipped topping in the cooler, and I wanted more whipped topping. And the woman's like, oh, well, we have more whipped topping. This is the cashier lady. We have more whipped topping. And the guy goes, well, I only saw 2 there. And she said, well, there's more. And he said, okay, well, can I have the more? And then she left her place to go talk to someone else to figure out the whipped topping situation. Mind you, I'm standing in line with a single gallon of milk. That's all I wanted, was the gallon of milk.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Is one register open?
And it's one register. Oh. And she's doing the whipped topping, this whole thing. Then she comes back with 2 more things of whipped topping, like the man had asked. She puts them on the thing, and now the guy's like, well, now he wants to argue with her. Well, they weren't there before. Why do you have them now? And they weren't there when I went for them. And she's like, well, I had to go in the back. We restocked the things. Well, why weren't they there before? And I'm sitting there going, if you're the cashier, you say, we have more in the back. Let me cash you out. Yeah. Let me take care of these other people, and I'll get someone else to take care of you with your whipped topping situation, instead of making me wait. Then I got the lady right after me, or right before me, okay? First of all, she had hairier arms than me. I don't know if this woman is on a testosterone boost or what's going on with her, but Jesus Christ, lady, your arms made me want to vomit. So fuck you to her, too. Now...
No, you can only do one per show.
Now, she had a coupon. The cashier looked right at her and said, I don't know how to do coupons. It was an Aldi coupon.
It wasn't even like a manufacturer.
It wasn't even a manufacturer. I don't know how to do coupons. I don't know how to do coupons. Then you should be a fucking cashier person. So she has to get it. I need a manager. First of all, whipped cream topping previously. Now you have a walkie-talkie? All right? And I'm doing my passive aggressive.
Right. And you... Oh, my God.
So, finally I get up there, and the lady's like, thank you so much for your patience. And I said, yeah. And she's like...
Yeah.
She's like, oh, sure. I just a crazy day today. I said, uh-huh. I'm just glad I don't have any coupons.
Oh, you're such a dick.
She didn't say anything. She cashed me out. I looked at her and said, I hope you have a great day. And I walked out. So fuck you, Aldi. Yeah. Train your fucking people. Make them more aware of proper customer service, or hire more people for the cash register lines. It's not that difficult. You should know that people, first of all, especially on the 1st and the 15th, when the food stamp checks come in, you should know, and you should staff accordingly. I'm sick of this shit. I just want a fucking gallon of milk. I want to move on with my life. But thank you for your excellent prices and your high quality. merchandise. So fuck you, Aldi. Dan or
Okay,
Dave, whoever wants to go.
Dave, you got one in the chamber?
Yeah, it's not too bad of one.
Go ahead.
Please.
All right. I guess my fuck you is people don't have beards.
Oh, wow.
I think everyone should grow them. But
Even
no, I'm
females?
kidding. Yeah, even females, and then they can buy my products as well. No, but really, my fuck you is kind of just a general to fast food.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, please.
And I don't eat fast food a lot. And not because fast food is disgusting and bad for you. My problem is that, like you, I feel like the employees there are just very, very dumb. I can't have dairy products. It's simple. Whenever I'm a big fan of like breakfast sandwiches from like Tim Hortons or like Dunkin' Donuts.
Yep.
Order them all the time. I had 2 on the way here.
Nice.
What my thing is, I always order them without cheese.
Okay.
And not 9 times out of 10, but 10 times out of 10, they come with cheese on them, and it's melted to whatever sort of bread and the egg sandwich piece, and then I have to sit there and try and peel it off. And I just don't understand how difficult it is to just not put cheese on it.
You're making their job easier. It's an extra step they don't have to take anymore.
Do one less thing.
And the worst part about it is when you get this food, you can't ever just eat it right then and there, because it always comes out to you at like 400 degrees.
Right.
Like, it's not an edible temperature ever.
Never.
Like, I sat there with my sandwich on the way over, and I held it in front of my air conditioning vent. And it was burning my hand while I'm doing this.
Wow.
And when I ate it, I still scalded my mouth on hot piece of egg.
So
I just don't
at
understand.
least it was sterile.
It was very
Christ.
sterile. And if it was actually egg. But
Wow.
it was still delicious.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why everything comes out at 400 degrees. Like, can it just come out as like an edible temperature?
I used to have this soup in college, and I swear to God, I would burn my hand anytime I went even near it. And I just thought, why does the soup have to be so fucking hot?
Yeah.
So fucking hot. Anyways, you're right, but fast food has always been kind of shitty as far as its service. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
just
mean?
understand. Like, thank God for Chipotle.
Yeah. Except for the E. coli, but other than that.
I don't know, it makes you stronger.
It does.
I eat
Everyone needs a
Chipotle
little
all
E.
the time,
coli.
and it is always a perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chipotle,
it's
I
true.
love you.
That is true.
And I know
do love
guac
it.
is extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
I was gonna
Stop
say
telling me guac is extra.
I know.
I know.
I'll have the extra cost guac, please.
Yeah.
That's a smart move.
I do love Chipotle, though. And I think anyone should know that the fucking guac is extra.
Yeah.
Stupid assholes. But they are dumb. That goes back to your point of them being dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
makes
much.
sense. Makes sense. So then, safe to say, fuck you to fast food.
Very safe to say.
Yeah.
Awesome. Daniel.
My fuck you. All right. Listen up and listen carefully. I'm going to say a lot of fantastic things here, and I don't want to upset anyone. But fuck you, motorcyclists.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you're saying this.
Now, not all of you, because I don't want to paint with a broad brush.
Not like me.
Right. But there's a lot of you that do drive like assholes.
Most of them.
Yeah. Now, I understand that we should be watching for bikes. It's hard to see. There's a lot of blind spots in a car. There's like 27 fucking blind spots in a car, okay? And a motorcycle can't be seen very easily. And also, if you get into a fender bender with a motorcycle, it could end someone's life.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a fender bender.
It is important to understand that you should be watching out for bikes. But my biggest problem is that all I see are bumper stickers saying, watch for bikes. No. Bikes, watch for me. Okay? Stop driving through me. Stop driving through the traffic, weaving in and out of lanes, driving
I'm so
like an
happy.
asshole.
I'm so happy you're saying
Fuck
this.
you.
Yep.
Watch for you. No, watch for me, asshole. I'm the one with 27 blind spots. All you have to do is turn your fucking head. You can see where I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to be going like 120 miles per hour
Right.
everywhere.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
Exactly. And don't you assume the risk? You're the one who said, I want to put a 120cc engine below my testicles.
Right.
Directly below my testicles. So that's already a decision that you've made.
Right.
And now you want me to look twice? I will look once. This is what I will do. I will not hit you with my car. That's what I will do.
Right.
That's my promise.
And congratulations. You own a bike. You don't have to wear the leather jacket everywhere. We get it. You're cool.
You're so cool.
I know that you drove your fucking pickup truck to the local concert that we're all sitting at drinking beers at. I know you didn't ride your bike here because I drove too, and I didn't see 50,000 bikes, but I see 50,000 biker leather jackets. Mm-hmm. And their fucking vests with their little pins on it. What is this, TGI Fridays? You have to have fucking pins and flair?
Next time I see a Harley rider, I'm going to order the stuffed mushrooms. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you're over here. I'm going to have the stuffed mushrooms and vodka sunrise.
So fuck you. I'm done.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I loved it. Great show. A couple things. Check out the 8o'clockstop.com where you can find us. You can find Hypothetically Speaking podcast, some great art, some great music from the lovely, talented, and beautiful Greg Rude. He does great stuff. Check out Eagle Epoxy at eagleepoxy.us. Times to get your garage, get it fucking sealed. Seal your fucking garage with eagleepoxy.us. Free estimates. Their number is on our site. Sorry,
go ahead.
Can I get through the fucking sponsors?
Sorry, no. Go ahead.
Okay. Swear to Christ. Special thanks to Dave from Genesee Beard Company. I appreciate you being here. I think we had a great time.
That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, you can say it too.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. No, go.
A big special thank you to Dave. He actually has a real product that we're hawking here. No disrespect to the other sponsors. I mean, as far as guests go, I think Dave is one of the more accomplished guests that we've had.
I would agree. I would absolutely
As far as
agree.
actually having something to give the world. The other guests were pieces of shit.
Every guest we've had
bringing them back.
terrible.
You're going to say this about me like next week with your next guest.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fair. It's also fair.
He was the worst.
The worst ever.
But yeah, Dave's got a real business he's hawking here, and we're not kidding. It's a great product. Rockness, you haven't even tried it, have you?
I have not, but
it's
I
great.
want to.
I have the stuff. The shampoo, the beard shampoo, not only smells like I want to use it everywhere on my body.
I use it as a full face wash now. I don't do separate products.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It works awesome like that too.
Yeah.
It is my favorite product that we have.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm definitely have to check. So, Dave, can you just shamelessly plug how can our listeners get a hold of you and your product?
All right. If you're in the Rochester area, we are sold locally. A bunch of different stores. Jaybird Apparel in the mall has us. Park Lee down on Park Ave. There's a couple barber shops as well. Check your barber. If they don't carry us, tell your barber that you want them to carry us. Okay. If you're out at Three Brothers Winery, they have a ton of our gift sets out there. If not, you can also go online, GeneseeBeardCo.com. Everything's available online. If you have questions, you can always email me at dave@GeneseeBeardCo.com.
Fantastic.
Awesome. You heard it here. I'm going to take all that information. I'm going to put it down on the description below. So if you didn't hear everything Dave just said, you can see it in print below. Please visit him. Product is fantastic. I mean, he doesn't really just pitching this because it's a great product and you should use it. We don't. He's already successful. He's already a success.
Yeah, look, you wash your balls, you
Exactly.
wash your hair,
Wash your fucking beard.
wash your beard,
Please.
and put oils in it. damn it.
Exactly. It's affordable and it's a great product.
Yeah.
So, and he's a friend of the show, so do it for us.
So fuck you.
Fuck you. Dan, any final thoughts?
Yeah, tune in next week when we get it right.
Yes, next week we're going to have a scientist on. We're going to talk about global warming. The scientist's name is Dr. Richard Cox. And he will be here to discuss global warming and why it is real. All right. Well, thanks a lot, everyone. And in the meantime, don't kill each other.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.